you spend 2 hours reading a lecture or a chapter, repeating it until you know it perfectly. But if you try to recite that exact same material a week later, your mind draws a complete blank. To stop this cycle of forgetting, we use a mechanical process to capture information and lock it into long-term storage. Before we begin, you need 3 things: a specific text you want to learn, a clear intention to do the work, and a timer. Permanent memory is built through specific, deliberate techniques. In traditional study environments, rigorous memorization follows a very strict logic. Success in any memorization requires 3 distinct elements: a pure intention, the grit to struggle, and the correct technique. This begins with seeking a mental and spiritual alignment, a focus that provides the patience needed for the grueling work ahead. Natural talent is rarely enough. Relying on innate ability is a mistake. The process requires intense, repetitive effort. That effort begins with short-term capture, using the 5X rule. Take the specific sentence or verse you want to learn. Lead it and immediately repeat it out loud 5 to 6 times in a row. You have completed this step once you can look completely away from the page and recite the entire string of text without stumbling. But be careful. Achieving that flawless recitation only puts the text in your temporary memory. If you stop now, the information will be gone by tomorrow morning. To prevent that loss, you must use a precise space repetition schedule to push that text deeper into your brain. This timeline tracks the necessary intervals. You must review the text exactly 30 minutes after your initial capture. Once 2 full hours have passed since your last review, you test yourself again. You repeat the process one final time after a 5-hour gap. This schedule forces you to recall the information at the exact moment your brain begins to discard it. Intercepting that decay strengthens the neural pathway. When managing hundreds of pages over years, you rely on a practice called muraja'a, or continuous revision. Many students will often try to force massive amounts of text into their memory through high-speed crash courses. This ignores a basic rule of memorization. The faster you learn it, the faster you will forget it if you do not pause to revise. To succeed, you must balance learning new material and revising the old. In the beginning, your time is split evenly, but as your knowledge grows, the scale tilts. Eventually, revision time will far exceed time spent on new material. We see the real-world proof of this in Surah Al-Fatiha, a text permanently memorized by millions of people across the globe. They never forget it because it is actively recited a minimum of 17 times every day during prayer. Permanent memory is the predictable result of scheduled, lifelong repetition. Secure your intention. Apply the 5X capture rule. Run your retention intervals and commit to daily revision. This method moves the information far past temporary borrowing and physically wires it deeply and permanently into the mind. Choose one sentence you need to learn today. Read it and repeat it out loud 5 times right now until you can recite it perfectly. Set your phone alarm for 30 minutes. When it rings, review that sentence again.